Hi, welcome to the workshop. Thanks for stopping by. This, as you know, is my coin-operated Zoltar that I've made. And at the weekend, he made an appearance at the Southampton Comic Con. One thing that I learned straight away with this build is I should have given more consideration to how I transport him, because he only just fitted in the car. We squeezed him in. And I think talking with the other makers there at the event, they give a lot more thought to how it's all going to pack up and be transported. And you're very conscious as well of how bad and poor quality the roads are and how quickly you go round roundabouts, because you can feel everything shift and bang in the back. But luckily he made it in one piece. In case he didn't, I took with me soldering irons and sticky tape, hot glue, lots of hot glue, just in case, but he made it in one piece. So yeah, I set up and it attracted a lot of people. I was a bit worried it might be a bit too niche, but yeah, he certainly made an impression on people, young and old, and it was really good to see families enjoy it too, the parents especially. That was really good fun. But I learned quite a few things from that day, that event. The first is that it needs a draw. The flashing crystal ball you see there wasn't enough to attract people, or people walking by. It wasn't enough to attract their attention. He needs to be on a loop, and he needs to be more animated. So here we are. On his standby mode, he is blinking away, and as you can see, I've also got him moving his hand over the cards, so he can now read cards. And this is as a result of speaking to a couple of prop makers at the event, and as soon as I got home I started experimenting with different ways and planning different methods in which I could get his arm moving across. In the end, I went with the most simplest way, because why try and crack a nut with a sledgehammer? And luckily, before I plumbed it all in, I took a bit of footage so you can see what the mechanism looks like. So here we are. Right, so yeah, Zoltar can now read cards. I got the mechanism in, and I think it works really well. It's very subtle movements, something to just to grab your eye and think, oh, what's that? And hopefully it will draw, get the attention of more people walking by, which is awesome. Another thing I learned is that events are noisy, and up in the top behind his sign is a speaker, and you can probably hear the music now if I come closer. Yeah, so he's got speakers in the top. You couldn't hear it. You honestly could not hear it, and you couldn't hear him speak either, because he does speak on a loop as well. Probably every 5-10 minutes he will blurt something out. So I literally just turned off the music because nobody could hear it, which is a real shame. So probably need to make the speakers more directional, have them facing forward a bit. Another really important thing that I just didn't think, is that, as you know, Zoltar is coin operated. So when you pop some money in, he'll trigger his crystal ball and give you the answer that you wish for, or maybe he doesn't grant it. It's a 50-50 chance whether he grants wishes or whether he doesn't. Okay. And I found that not many people had coins on them, which is a real shame. Oh, here he goes. Hopefully you heard that. if you didn't, it's probably just highlighting my point that can't really hear him when he's speaking, which is a real shame because it really adds to the whole atmosphere of it. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, not many people carry coins, so I had to carry a little stack of 20p's around with me so people could pop them in there in the coin slot to make a wish. But to get round that, I've added a little switch on the side, which I'll just trigger now, which also mimics the coin entry as well. So you can not only trigger the crystal ball with the coin slot, but also I've got a little hidden switch at the side as well. So when I'm demonstrating it, it just makes it a little easier. So yeah, Southampton Comic Con was a really good experience. I learned so much and met so many creative people, from prop makers to toy designers, just families and children who just don't know or never seen a fortune teller machine before. They were just in awe about it. It was like I was a magician. It was incredible. You may hear a few stories about the Southampton Comic Con event, but in my experience, it was a very positive time for me. But yeah, thank you for stopping by and looking at my Zoltar. What I'll do before you go, I will grant you one wish. Okay, let's see if he grants your wish. So you're ready? Here we go. Ask Zoltar now. It's a green. He grants it. There you go. Well done. Anyway, that is my latest update of my Zoltar fortune telling machine.